Have you ever had an experience that you perceived to be a bad experience for you? I'm sure that you might have had an experience where you, at the time that you were in that situation, you saw it as a bad experience. Like, for example, moving to Sweden, at that time it was a difficult experience for us. It was a difficult experience because we had to let go of so many things. It was difficult. We came here, we struggled with the language, we struggled with, integrating ourselves in the culture. We struggled, we didn't have any network here. That was, you could say, the first few months in Sweden, it was a bad experience, things were not, as perfect as we thought, and we were still missing the old life. But now looking back, going through that period of struggle and going through that period of discovery, it was one of the best things that happened to us. Moving to Sweden was one of the best decisions we could ever make. But at the time, we didn't see it as a good experience. We didn't see it as one of the best experiences. So what's changed, right? It's the same experience, right? The only thing that has changed is our perception about the experience. The moment that we realize that was a necessary lesson, that was a necessary experience for me to be able to be the person that I am today, to be able to live where I live today. And the moment that I started to look at the lessons from that lesson, instead of cursing the experience and cursing the situation, all of a sudden my perception upon that situation changed. Now, if you have an experience in your life that you think it was a bad experience, and you might still think that it's a bad experience, I encourage you to look at that experience in a different way. Look at, what did you learn from that experience? What did you do differently after that experience? What would you do differently now when you find yourself in a similar experience? All of those experiences that happen to us, the reason for them is for us to learn something from it. Nothing happens by chance, right? Nothing happens by chance. We need those experiences to learn some lessons that we haven't learned otherwise. You could have any kind of, you can hear any kind of experience from other people, but before you have lived them, you don't really get the lesson. Les Brown says, everybody knows that money do not bring happiness, but everybody wants to find out by themselves. We know that money do not bring happiness, but we all say, yeah, I think I will get, I will do with some more money, and let me see if it brings happiness or not. So we all want to have that experience, ourselves, right? And some of those experiences that we had in our life taught us some lessons that if we are not looking at the situation and at the experience with the right set of eyes, with the right perception, we might perceive that the experience as being a curse when it's actually a blessing in disguise. So the more we develop our perception, the more we are able to draw the lessons from what happens, in our lives, and learn those lessons, sooner, earlier, so we can avoid some of the mistakes that otherwise we would probably make again. So I think this is fascinating, how we can use our perception to look at the same situation and perceive different things. If this is fascinating for you as well, I encourage you to watch the next video. Tune in again. We will share videos every single